Yeah, there are a lot of clubs who come to me and Mino and to my father, and not every club is positive about him. But yeah, you read things about him, and that's not really positive. But you don't know the person who he is. I believed in Wim, and I believed he can make me 3 steps better than I'm now. So the Eredivisie, yeah, that's another competition than the Keukenkampioen-divisie. So I think if I stay 1 year more, then I'm ready to play in the Eredivisie.
Hi Micky, thank you very much for joining me on Football-Oranje. It's great to have such a young Dutch player on here who's full of talent and who is going to make it big, I'm sure, in the game very, very soon. Can you tell me though, take me right back to the beginning, where it all began, what is your earliest footballing memory?
I think when I was 3-4 years old, I started at my football club at the village. WSV 30 was the name of the club, and I remember my first game. My parents told me that the first time I hit the ball, that I stand for a goal. No, there was no goalkeeper. It was a small goal, and the ball comes to me, and the ball comes to my right foot, and I'm left-footed, so I pick the ball up with my hands from my right foot to my left foot. I lay it down on the ground, and I shoot the ball in the goal, and everybody was looking at me. What are you doing? And yeah, I was celebrating like I've scored the Champions League final goal.
Amazing. And taking it on from there then, so when did you know that you were going to make it as a professional? And with FC Volendam, a club that you've made your career at so far, what was the moment you knew you were going to make it as a professional and do it for real, do it for a living?
When I come in when I'm 12 years old, I think, and it was in the beginning. It was more for the fun. You don't think it's gonna be your work or your job. And on the 14, on the 15, on the 16, you come through, and then it's gonna be serious. Your dad told you that you have serious talent. You know you have talent because you play for FC Volendam, but your dad tells you that you have a serious chance. And trainers told you that you have a serious chance to become the professional player in the first team of Volendam. And I made it.
And Wim Jonk is your manager at Volendam, former Ajax, PSV, Sheffield Wednesday, Inter Milan, former Dutch international. Could you tell me what you've learned from him so far? Such a great Dutch footballer.
Yeah, Wim is a good person and a good trainer. He's buff, and you see that he understands football so much that's not normal. If you play the good rhythm and you have the good distance between every player, then you see that you can play the enemies dead. So you see that if you play a good rhythm and the good rhythm of a ball, that you can play the enemies back from their goal to the other side, to the other side, to the other side, and then you see that you will kill them.
Mm-hmm. Does he give you more sort of personal advice, like mental advice for the pitch, or does he give you more tips for how you should be playing football as a defender?
Yeah, he does both. He talks to you a lot of personality with only you and Wim, and he talks in the group with the tactics. And you have a lot of trainers here who help you with how you can sprint the best. Your physical, that's very important here in Holland, and your condition, that you 90 minutes you can play the whole game on 100%, and everybody helps you with that.
And he's obviously taken you under his wing because he made you captain of Volendam. You're 20 years old now, but you were only 19 when he made you captain. Why do you think he had that trust, that confidence in you?
He wants a captain from behind, from the defenders, one who takes the line from the defenders high on the pitch, so we can pick every ball, every second ball we can pick up high and can attack again. And that's what he wants, and so he wants me for it's good for my development. So that's what he wants, and I need to talk more when you are a captain, and I think that helps me in my development.
Just talking about that, you being captain then. So, how much pressure did you feel being captain of the club, or do you thrive under that, or is it something you had to rise to and maybe improve about your mental strength?
No, it's not a lot of pressure. My dad helps me mental a lot. He really helps me a lot, and that's good for me. And Wim gives me a lot of yeah. He believes in me, so I have trust. This I know I can do it. On only this age, of course. I was 90 when he made me captain, and he gave me the trust, so I can. Yeah, it was good for me. That gives me power for I can do this. I can do this. So that's good. It's the trust that's good. So before, I'm gonna be, relax more.
What was that conversation like? Did he come to you, or did you go to him?
Wim comes to me before I had to do a corona test, and he comes to me and he said that he wanted a captain from behind, and so this happened.
Nice, as simple as that. You must be an ambitious young man. What aspirations and aims are you thinking of already for the future?
Oh, that's difficult. Yeah, that's difficult. I hope I play for the national team, and I play Champions League. I play at a good club in a good league, and that's a dream, and I'm gonna do everything to make the dream happen.
Now, of course, we're talking about the Dutch national team in just a little bit, but we follow a lot of young Dutch talents on Football-Oranje. It's something we do. We like to watch them come from the youth teams and go on to become Dutch internationals. But some regrettably go abroad very early, and they regret their decision. They come back to the Netherlands sometimes, or they might even waste their chance, say in England, for example. But just want to say well done to you for staying with Volendam for another year. And why do you think that makes you stand out? Why does that make you different? The fact that you played with Volendam in the Dutch second tier as well for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think a lot of talented players who have the chance to get some good money and to a big club that you want that's if you see the money you're gonna think from that's really good. So and I believed in Wim, and I believed he can make me 3 steps better than I'm now. So I think if I stay 1 year more, then I can go to another club, and there I can go to that. Yeah, I can go with that rhythm of that team. So the Eredivisie, that's another competition than the Keukenkampioen-divisie. So I think if I stay 1 year more, then I'm ready to play in the Eredivisie.
And the well-known Mino Raiola is your agent. I'm sure you've been asked about him before as a player already. But what were your first impressions of him, and what made you choose him as your agent?
Yeah, you read something about him, but the clubs are not. Not every club is positive about him, but you read things about him, and that's not really positive. But you don't know the person, who he is. So I go with my parents to Monaco to speak with him, and we go to a restaurant and we have some eat, and that was really good, and that was good with my parents, and he gives me trust, and I think that he can help me for my next club and for the best next club, and he is not. Yeah, he looks at you as a person, what the best step is for you. And that, I think that he helps me with that. He can help me with that.
And what, as you said, is your next best step then now?
That's difficult. That's really difficult. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to another country or I stay in the Netherlands. It's really difficult. I will see which club have the best plan with me, and
And have Wim or Mino, have they spoken to you about what they think is best for you, or is it more up to you now?
No, Mino speaks with me what he thinks is the best step for me, but I speak with clubs, and the club where I have the best feeling, I will choose for that club. And if they have a good plan for me, then I will maybe sign for that club, and maybe another club. It's difficult. There are a lot of things where you can make your choice with.
And I already asked you about your future aspirations, 5 years, 10 years down the line. But what would you want your future self, say in 1 year's time, literally a year from now? What would you want him to be telling you about your future step?
I think follow your feelings. I think that's most important. If you go to a club who gives you a lot of who believes in you and who gives you trust, I think that's the best step for me right now. And I need to play. That's very important. I need to play.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You've got this idea that you want to develop by playing regularly at a club. You don't want to just go, oh, I'm going to Man City, I'm going to Bayern Munich, and go and sit in the reserves or play on loan somewhere else. So I guess what I'm understanding from you is you prefer like a sort of stepping stone move. Am I correct? Sort of Vitesse, Groningen, something good. Like that, rather than going straight away to Wolfsburg, for example.
Yeah, I want to go to a club where I can play. That's the most important thing. And if a club can say me that I'm going to make minutes and I'm going to play there, yeah, that's a serious step for me. That's the best, I think.
Mm-hmm. So have you already had clubs come and approach you about a future transfer?
Yeah, there already been a lot of clubs. I can't say a lot about, but yeah, you know that. I think you know that already. But yeah, there are a lot of clubs who come to me and Mino and to my father, and yeah, now I'm gonna focus on Volendam on the playoffs because first I want to promote with Volendam, and I'm gonna do everything about it, and then I'm gonna see what the best is for my next step.
No, that'll be amazing. Yeah, I'm sure that's like the main thing for you at the minute, promoting with Volendam and giving that a really good go. Do you think in the playoffs it's just more down to luck, or do you think you've got a really good chance of going up?
Yeah, I think we have a really good chance. If we play against the good teams, you see we have good football, and if we get our space to play, then you see we are a really good team, and we can create 4 or 5 good chances, 100% chances to win the game. And yeah, you have 3 games, and 3 games 100%, and we see where we're standing.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of English players at Volendam. There's a lot of young English players. Is there any reason for that's happened? And how is it interacting with them as well? Do they sort of make their own friendship group away from the Dutch players, or are you very together?
No, Darius, Leon, and Josh are the English guys here. They live, yeah, I think they're neighbors, but I'm not sure. But yeah, they are good in the group. They talk with the Dutch guys. They talk with the other guys. The Italian guy, the Greece guy. They talk with everybody, and they're good in the group. They're now they injured all 3, so that's not really good. But they're coming back. I think they're coming back.
How has it been mentally, like as a team then this season? You've had COVID strike, obviously, and you've been playing for Volendam pretty much that whole time. How has that affected the group as a whole? Has it made you stronger, or do you feel like you need the fans back now as soon as possible?
Yeah, the fans are. Yeah, you miss the fans. That's really, you miss it, because now you're playing in empty stadiums. Yeah, that's not nice. You hear birds fly, you hear everything, and that's not good. But you see with COVID, you need a team, because if the left back has corona, then the other left back needs to stand there. So you need to be a team, and you need every time you need to be ready to play, and every time you need to be ready for 100% giving and for the team. So I think it makes a team stronger with COVID. But it's not nice if 2 guys get corona, because their condition is not good if they come back. So, but every second player, every reserve needs to be ready for every minute he gets from the trainer.
Mm-hmm. You talked to me already about how much it would mean to you to play for the Netherlands. Have you had any contact from any of the coaches, the youth coaches, about representing them in the future?
Last year I was for the first time by the Dutch squad, by the selection. That was the first time in my whole career. And we have this summer we had a tournament in Ireland, I think, because of Corona that was cancelled. That was very. This year, this summer was we had a World Cup at Indonesia, and that was already cancelled by Corona. So that was not nice.
But you said there so like the first time you were pretty much with the squad. Why do you think that was the first time you were with them? And do you think that you've only just started to now develop in your career enough to be with the Netherlands? Or do you think it's because you play for FC Volendam? You don't play for Ajax. You don't play for AZ, for example.
Yeah, you see that the players from Ajax, AZ, Feyenoord, PSV, that they are the serious players to get in the national squad. And you see if you play for FC Volendam that maybe the scouts are not serious looking at FC Volendam, or there are talented footballers for the Dutch squad. So I think if I come in the first team and Wim give me the trust that you're more, scouts are gonna see you more. You play in the Keukenkampioen-divisie, the second league of the Netherlands. So I think scouts really see more of you.
But you've already played against Daniel Marlin, and you've shown that you can play against a player of that quality already. How was that?
Yeah, Daniel Marlin is a very good player. In the KNVB beker, that's a good tournament, and you see that he has a lot of talent. He's a very smart player. Every single ball contact from him that's good. How he walks behind your back, so he is free at the second post and he can make a goal. So you need to be the 90 minutes you play, you need to be sharp and you need to see where he's going. So that's the most important thing, I think.
And what do you make of the Netherlands' chances at the Euros this summer? What do you think with guys like Marlon? Do you think they've got a chance?
Yeah, I hope the Netherlands have a chance. They have really good players with De Ligt, and they have good defenders, good midfielders, good attackers. I think they have a chance. Yeah.
You said that previously in previous interviews that De Ligt is your idol. Why is that? What is it about him that appeals to you?
Yeah, I don't know how old he was when he was captain at Ajax. I don't know. Do you know that?
When he was a teenager, that's for sure. That's so
19.
young, isn't it? Yeah.
I think 19. And if you play at 90 years old at the Champions League and you are so strong, and when you're 19 or 20, you go to Juventus and you play every game as strong. Yeah, he look like a building. That's not normal. He's so strong and mentally so strong because you play with. When you're 20 in the Serie A, every game you stand there and he is defending and mental. He's so strong.
Yeah, he's a great example to take, I think, as a footballer. It was so exciting seeing him develop so quickly, all the way up to Juventus, Netherlands international. It was amazing. So one of my last questions for you then, Micky. You become a leader at Volendam this season. And that was like one of your aims, I think, to develop as a footballer. So what do you need to do next?
Yeah, coaching. I need to more coaching. Yeah, you need to coach when you're a captain, but without a captain. And the last year I come for the first time at the first team of Volendam, so I don't talk much. And in the beginning I don't say a lot, but now I'm talking a lot. And next year is if I'm going to a new club, then you need to do the same. You need to do screaming at your midfielders, at your attackers that they are blocking a ball or they can block a pass, and I think that's the most important thing. And so defending you can be you need to be a defender who no one can pass. Really good players can maybe pass you, but you need to fix that nobody can pass you and that you're a fighter. If you're 90 minutes in the field, then nobody can get through you.
Well, Micky, wherever you go next, obviously we wish you the best. And you're going to need those skills that you've been talking about there. You're going to need to be that leader in the defending part of the pitch. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us on Football-Oranje, and all the best to you in future. Maybe we'll see you in the Eredivisie next season. Maybe you'll be elsewhere, but we hope to see you play.
We're gonna see. Thank you.